Welcome to a brand new episode on your favorite news program, News Panorama on Union TV, where we enlighten you on the major happenings around the world, particularly in Nigeria. I'm your host, Kazim Adeshewa, and I'm here with my co-host.
Good day, viewers at home. My name is Nafisat Maridoti. Welcome to the program. As usual this morning, we'll be looking at the major headlines in the Punch and the Nation newspapers. Don't forget we also have other segments of the program, including the fact questions and the news analysis, where we'll have a guest to talk about some of the major happenings of the day. Join us as the program starts fully after this short break.
Welcome back to the show. We're currently on the section where we're going to read to you the news headlines for the day. I'll be reading the headline on Punch newspaper, and it goes thus. On the COVID-19 pandemic, Lagos, Abuja, Ebonyi, Akwa Ibom ban large gatherings again. Wow, at this moment, it feels like the whole pandemic is rising again, and it feels scary to an extent.
Just hope it's not as much as the first one.
Exactly, that's my prayer too.
Okay, well, in the Nation newspaper for today, we have this on President Muhammadu Buhari. He has actually said that this efforts of the security chiefs are not enough for him. Well, I wonder where this is just coming from the president, despite the calls for their resignation over time.
My point too, I feel like it's coming a little bit late.
But we hope, well, we are wondering what will happen now.
Okay, back to the Punch newspaper. We have a news that says, how bandits tortured us in 6 nights of horror, says the freed schoolboys. Wow, I can't even imagine what these boys went through. It must have been really horrific for them.
I can tell you. This is actually on the Kankara boys too. They actually said they trekked for 8 hours and ate animal food.
Wow, I really pray they go over this quickly because it must have been hectic for them.
Yeah, I can tell you.
Okay, back to the Punch newspaper. We have a news that says losing limbs to South Carolina crisis left us with terrible deformities. Women maimed by the Fulani herdsmen. Another sad story. It feels like today is filled with a lot of sad stories.
It's actually showing us the kind of insecurity we have in the country. Like
exactly.
It's an alarming rate.
We need a call for help.
Okay, and this is also on insecurity. Well, we have an 8 killed as government attack Samvara's MI's convoy. Wow. This is another sad news. 8 killed.
I pray they rest in peace. That's another really sad news. Yeah. Okay, back to the Punch newspaper. We have a news that talks on NDCC. Now, the Palliative Distribution Committee says that NDCC procured rotten foods items worth 6.2 billion naira. Now, that's a lot of money. And then they have allegedly accused them of spending it on rotten food. Wow.
This is, what do we call this? Corruption or what?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay, so in the Nation newspaper for today, we also have this Indian hemp farmer beheads friend over soup in Akure.
A pot of soup?
Yeah, a pot of soup. This is funny but sad.
I know, right? Okay, yeah. Back to the Punch newspaper. We have a news that is on business news this time. Now, CBN orders closure of money transfer operators' Naira accounts.
And the last one in the Nation newspaper for today, we have Lagos band carnivals, concerts, and public gatherings. Again, another COVID-19 story.
I pray we will be able to survive this as we did the last time.
The last one, yeah. So we'll be moving to the next segment of the fast questions now. So stay tuned as the program continues shortly.
Welcome back to the show. We're currently on the third section of the show where we have an amiable guest to critically examine and discuss the headlines of the day.
Our guest for today is an erudite scholar of history and international studies. He's currently the Sub-Dean Student Affairs in Osun State University, Ikire campus, in person of Dr. Adewale Adeleke. Welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. So we're really, really grateful for your presence here with us today. So, sir, kicking off the news, the discussion of the news. Now we're going to be talking about the Kankara boys. Now, looking at the current security situation in Nigeria, now let's take a look back at the Chibok girls. some of them were not found back, while some of them were gotten. So, sir, do you think the security of the nation is going to get better, or do you think it's going to get worse? Because they say children are the leaders of tomorrow, yet their lives are not secured. So, what's your take on that?
All right, my dear friends, the image, the security of Nigeria is painting Nigeria in the international arena is an unfortunate one. Nigeria, being a country that was much respected
Yes,
in the
true.
international community. But with the current situation in Nigeria, Nigeria's image is badly battered. For the Chibok girls, it has been a couple of years now,
Yes,
Yeah.
and not many of them are found back.
true.
And just last Friday, some 344 students
Boys.
of a science secondary school were
Yes.
kidnapped. And in a country that has, a government. And, one of the most important things that a government provides in the country is security for the citizens. So when the country cannot be provided, security by the government, then I don't know, the next thing. So to come back to your question now, well, I don't know, Nigeria is getting better for that until the security problem, is solved. So, and I don't know how, and I don't know when, because the situation is getting worse and worse every day. Nowhere is safe in Nigeria. Even your bedroom is not safe. You sleep in your bedroom and you look, at the window every time. Maybe somebody will come through the window to come and kill you in your bedroom. That is how bad the situation is in Nigeria.
That's sad. Actually, there's another one in the Nation newspaper for today, and it's about President Muhammadu Buhari. He has actually complained that the efforts of the security chiefs are not enough. Don't you think this is coming a bit too late from him? Because people have been clamoring for the resignation of the security chiefs.
Well, I would not want us to blame President Muhammadu Buhari so much for this.
Why do you say that, sir?
All right. If you know this man very well, Buhari is not somebody that shouts.
Well,
He will have done, his homework, and until now, when he discovered that what he has been doing, has not been working very well, and that is why he has to shout now. So let's rather pity this man instead of condemning him.
so you're saying he's been working, or
Yes, of course, he has been working behind the scenes,
but I don't think the results are that impressive.
and that is what he is saying now.
Why is it just now? Why now?
Well, the man being, the person that he is, will not want to say what he has been doing, behind the scenes. And of course, as he said, he has been, meeting with the security chiefs. They've been, making plans and all this and all that. And he has just discovered now that, all what they have been doing together, are rather futile.
Okay.
Okay,
All
thank
right,
you so
sir.
much, sir. So another thing we'll be talking on is about the Palliative Distribution Committee that allegedly accused NDCC for serving procured food to the people, and the government gave them 6.2 billion naira.
Oh, sorry.
Now, so, sir, do you think this is corruption, or do you think this is just an alleged accusation?
That is another area where Nigeria, is looked at, with a bad eye in the international community. My sister, if that is not corruption, what
Yes.
is it?
Well,
It is, pure corruption.
at the highest peak.
Yes, it's pure corruption. So now look at the amount of the money, and look at the kind of food that the money was said to have, been used to procure.
Exactly.
And poisoners.
And the food also bad. So I think if they arrest all those people and they screen them, they will tell the truth.
Okay.
Where the over nearly 7 billion naira,
Yeah.
has gone to.
But sorry to say, sir, do you know that in Nigeria, these people don't just do things. They have people behind them. So if you say that they should bring them out, do you think they would actually speak out?
Well, the government of the day is saying is, a government of anti-corruption. So if the government, no, so will, they can do it. The government can do it. So by the time they arrest one, two, three, so others will surface and they will explain themselves how they spend the money.
All right, thank you, sir. The last one for today in the Nation newspaper, this is about the coronavirus pandemic, because we have states now and countering social gatherings and all of that, including Lagos, Akwa Ibom, Ebonyi. So what do you think about it? Do you think this is the best approach to the coronavirus pandemic, considering the effect of the first lockdown on the country's economy?
Well, we are so lucky in this part of the world. Nigeria and some other countries are the only ones that are not under lock now.
Yeah.
Most of the Western countries are under lock and key. Well, I will not blame the government. When the government discovered that the rate of, the number of people contracting COVID-19 is rising by day.
Yes.
So I think the measure that could be taken by the government is to lock down again, although it may affect the economy.
Exactly.
But yeah, but where there is life, people say there's hope. Now, if the government says it's not going to lock down and people continue to die, who are going to prepare the economy, if not the people that are dying?
You have a point there, sir. Okay, thank you so much, sir, for your time here. It was such an amazing and interesting section with you. And a big thank you to our viewers. Thank you for watching. I hope you were able to see a lot of perspective to things. Thank you so much for your time. Do not forget, at the time of COVID, always wear your face masks, sanitize and wash your hands. Still a cold morning out there. Do not forget to have a cup of coffee to make you have a cozy and amazing day ahead. This is me, Kazim Adishewa.
We also say a big thank you to our director, Awojide Benga, to our producer, Abioye Abiola, and to our executive producer, Mr. Victor Adefemi, and to the entire crew members. I remain Nafisat Marindoti. We say bye for now.